Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hockeyville. This is the Ross Straver Ice Garden. This is the PIHL on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. We are live here at Ross Straver Ice Garden for a Division II matchup between Elizabeth Forward and Trinity. I am Brian Mitchell. Joining me tonight in the booth, a man you may have heard of, but we are excited to get him and join us on her thing is Mr. Clay Shell, former coach of Montour, Penguins Cup champion. What else am I missing, Clay?
Happy to be here with the doctor.
The doctor, okay. I see how that is how we're gonna play this out so far, Clay.
The man with the hockey PhD.
The hockey PhD. Thank you so much, sir. So we're gonna get started here. We're gonna start with the visiting Trinity Hillers, coming from all the way from South Point. Behind the bench, the former assistant to the former coach, Andrew Pyatt. It is Austin Weber is your bench boss now. In goal, number 0, Stephen Machetta. Number 6, Jaden Garcha. Number 9, Brendan Orr. Joshua Sittler will wear number 15 tonight. Cole Johnson, number 17. Number 18 will be Travis Wright. Blaze Bitts will be wearing 22. Cole Ramsey will be wearing number 27. Kirsten Lalone will get the start tonight for Trinity, wearing number 29 in net. John Beitler will be wearing number 10 wearing number 34. Number 39 will be Corey Blommel. Gretchen Ryan will be wearing 45. Matthew Hefner will be wearing number 49. Number 58 will be Raymond Steed. Briar Spar will be wearing number 69 tonight. Liam Porter, number 79. And Davis Dolanch will be wearing number 97 for the Hillers. Now to the other side, now coached by Mark Swankler, the Elizabeth Forward Warriors. Wearing number 16, Jake Syme. Bobby Board will be wearing number 27 tonight. Gabe Myers, number 30. Chase Glunt, the captain, will be wearing 36. The alternate captain, Luke Napoli, will be wearing number 38. Lucas Large will be wearing 41. Roman Gardner will be wearing 55. Owen Sabatini will be wearing 56. Raiden Medved, number 58. Patty Malandra will be wearing number 63. Evan Neal will be wearing 71. Doug Hoffman, 74. Matthew Karpotska will be wearing number 75. Garrett Christen will be wearing number 82. Joey Walk will be wearing the 83. 89 will be Sean Weber. 91 will be Nathan Pudelak. Ben Ruske will be wearing the alternate A on his 94 jersey. And Michael Burgos will be starting in goal wearing 95 for the Eagles. For the Warriors. Of course, this is a match between Sarah Catholic and the Elizabeth Forward team, so Eagles I could probably get away with for some of these players, right?
Old school Sarah Catholic.
Yes, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is Sarah Catholic and Elizabeth Forward versus Trinity. I believe it is Fort Cherry and a couple other schools out that way. Here at Ross Straver Ice Garden, I'm Brian Mitchell. He's Clay Shell. We will return momentarily. Yeah, you are right, Mr. Clay Shelver came back from that one. It is, of course, the referees tonight are Crawford and Naylor out on the ice. You've had a couple, probably some instances with them.
Good referees.
Good referees. Of course, we love our referees here at Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. Got to take care of them. They take enough. No offense.
Strikes, they always take.
Yeah, you are right, Mr. Clay Shelver came back from that one. It is. All right. So here we go. Teams will line up at center for the opening faceoff. 17 minutes for each period here in the PIHL. It is Berg Hockey Night, Thursday night from the Ross Traver Ice Garden. And
it is unusually warm in here.
It is unusually warm in here. Usually doesn't drop out. Just so you know, the feed, we're going to do the best we can with what we got. We know it's a little tougher here at the Ice Garden, so we'll try to keep you as into it as possible. They'll line up at center. It'll be Spare and Glunt lining up. Crawford will drop the puck, and we are underway here at Ross Traver Ice Garden. Trinity will win the face-off, take it across. Glenn will just go up along the boards. It'll be dumped in. He'll hand it down to get onside. Missing some names. Got some names on these jerseys for the Trinity Hillers, so we'll do the best we can with what we got. Elizabeth Forward will take the puck out of the zone. Battle here on a breakaway. Score! Elizabeth Forward will take a quick 1-0 lead here early.
To the backhand and upstairs.
As Matthew Karputska goes top shelf on the backhand on the breakaway, and it'll be 1-0 Elizabeth Forward. See what we got. Came in on the backhand, just went upstairs. It's a beautiful goal, 1-0, 16:31 remaining in the first period. Face-off won by Elizabeth Forward in and out. Trinity's able to maintain it. It'll be tough to see the players along the boards. We were talking about this in pregame. This fog in here, indicative of the Ross Traver Ice Garden at this time of year, but a lot of fun because you don't know what's happening below you here at this point. So it'll be cleared out by the Hillers, and puck will come in the zone once again by the Warriors. Behind the net, that will be Ruske. Out to the point, kept in nicely. Ruske will take it along the boards into the corner. Wright will just sit on top of it, but it'll be picked up. They'll battle along the wall. Melandra.
Trinity certainly collapsing in their own zone.
Yes, they are. They're trying to make sure that there is no support, or that outlet pass is not there for the Warriors. You were mentioning in the pregame, the Warriors seem a little bit faster than they have in the past.
They have some good skaters. I noticed that in warm-ups. You are correct.
It is nice, and they are deeper than normal, which makes you think maybe in the possibility in the next couple years they might go to a pure team, get into single A, double A, somewhere in there. They left double A a couple years ago, so they'll probably have to come back to single A for a season or two, but it'll be nice to see. They did start a JV team this season, so it's nice to be able to get around and see what they're going to do in the future with this team, especially after taking a year off a couple years ago.
Correct. I was speaking to a couple guys preseason, and they were from EF, and they were excited about the program growth.
In the zone come the Warriors. Shot on, just wide of the net. Into the corner. They'll battle along inside the tinted glass, I'll say at this point. Frosted glass at this point.
Maybe turn on the defroster.
Yeah. So I love this old barn. I came in and everybody can just look at me, and I was just smiling like a Cheshire cat, being excited to be able to call a game here. So let's go Elizabeth Forward. Oh, a little hit in front by Trinity separates the puck. We'll go in and around, up to the point, shot on, just wide of the net into the near corner. Down along the half wall, they'll battle in. There's a hit and a return.
EF is playing positionally sound, covering the points, moving the puck.
Up and out. The Warriors go back to their own blue line. Back behind the net will be Podolak. Podolak can't hold on to it. Shot on. And that's a save by Burgos. Still early in the season. The jerseys aren't all in. Burgos has got a jersey on. Looks to be of one of the, either the youth team or an adult league. No, it's one of his JV jerseys. I believe it's a middle school jersey or it's a Warrior, definitely. But there'll be a whistle for an offside, I believe.
With the old school taped on number.
Taped on numbers. Still early in the season. They'll get the jerseys at some point. I know Trinity was talking pregame. They just got their new jerseys today. So that's a little bit back on everything. You know how that is, though. Face off to the directly in front of us. Just start to our left. Won by Elizabeth forward back. Carried out of their own zone. Hit. Big hit. Knocked him down. Shot on net slightly and paddled away behind the net. That'll be Neal. He'll think about it. Put it up the near wall.
Mitch, what is interesting right now, that was a delayed offsides. And coaching amateur, this year amateur, there's no delayed offsides. It's an immediate offside. So these kids are having to play two styles of offsides. They get the high school hockey, there's delayed offsides. But when they play amateur, it's a direct whistle.
And that's the beauty of it. And I say that every time is, unlike a couple other sports, you get the ability to play in two different environments, maybe three for some of these kids, where they're playing their JV team, they're playing their varsity team, and they might be playing a travel team. The Warriors take it in the corner. Nice shot on net, tipped off and out. Bitz will battle along the boards, and he'll get it out of the zone, and it'll go down the ice. Neal will take it. On the backhand, he'll pass it out. He'll collect it at the blue line and carried out by the Warriors. Napoli will take it in. Looks for a centering pass, nobody home. Glunt was not there. Glunt waits for it. The captain will get it up the half wall. The Caprazza, your opening goal scorer. Back for Glunt. In the far corner, shot across. Out and cleared out of the zone by Napoli. Yeah, don't adjust your screens. That is the legendary Rostraver Ice Garden fog that is building on the ice. It's a lot of fun. We said it was going to be interesting here. It definitely is.
What do they got? 4 or 5 fans going, Mitch?
They shut the 3 fans off on this side, but we will we'll be able to see still. It still looks pretty good on the feed. So clear down and around, back out. Podolak shot on, blocked. It's going to bounce in around the net. It did look like it was in, but it bounced behind the net. We actually have a really good vantage point here at the Ice Garden, so I really do like how we're set up here. Save made by Kirsten Lalone, and the sophomore will hold on to it. We'll face off to the left of the Trinity net. There'll be a little talk here. And he'll step in, drop the puck. Face off won by Elizabeth forward. Shot on, save. And that one goes in. Was that tipped?
Yes.
It was tipped in front, and Elizabeth forward takes a 2-0 lead. 11:03 remaining in the first period. Just came in off the face-off.
I believe it was 94.
One back, shot on, and just went right off the face-off. Came back and shot and tipped in front. And it is 2-0 Warriors. Crawford will step in, drop the puck. One by the Warriors and dump back in the zone. Podolak behind the net. Goes to the slot. Looks on the backhand. Shot, save made by Lalonde. Kirsten Lalonde in net for Trinity today. Shot on once again, another save. Cleared down the ice by the Hillers. Icing on the play. There it is. 10:23 remaining, first period. 2-0 is your score. Elizabeth forward leading Trinity. Face off to the left of Alone. One back. And Hefner will dump it up the ice and up along the half wall to be kept in by the Warriors. That'll be Sign. Sign will battle behind the net. They'll come back up, and the Hillers will get it and bring it out of the zone on a rush.
Offsides.
Offsides. Spear was about 2 steps ahead of his other forwards. With 9:58 remaining, we'll have a face-off just outside of the zone.
You know what'll drive the coach nuts there is he's taking the straight line, the guy that went offside, but the man with the puck decides to go east-west at the blue line and throws it all offsides. Get the blue line, then go east-west.
Absolutely, and that's something, you know, you're going to see and you're going to work on. The one thing I've gotten from the coaches that it's nice to have the broadcast because they can go back and look at them now and be able to say, hey, you know, we can rewind it in regular time, and the assistants that are there maybe watching it at home right now are taking notes too. Shot on and blocked in front. They'll come out of the zone. At center, it will be the Warriors separating the puck and carrying it in, but offside the other way. 9:25 remaining in the first period. 2-0 Elizabeth forward. This is Berg Hockey Live. It is Berg Hockey Night here on Berg Hockey Live. A twin bill of Division II games. I'm Brian Mitchell. With me tonight is Clay Shell. Trinity and Elizabeth forward right now. Wilmington and Ringgold a bit later. Cleared down the ice. And in by Elizabeth forward. Kropotska will just pass it through, and falling was Weber. Out of the zone go the Warriors, and they'll go back to their own blue line. Think about it. Throw it up in front of their own net. And into the near corner. They'll just dump it around. It will be picked up by Blaze Bitts. He's going to muscle it right back into a Warriors player. I think that's one of the big things. It might be an advantage here to the home team wearing white if it's foggy out on the ice like this. If you go to get that clearing attempt, you try to throw it behind the net, that white jersey is just going to blend right in.
Hockey camouflage.
Absolutely. It's like with the black pads if you're in net, so you never know where the puck is. You can throw the referee off once or twice in the game.
Definitely been all EF so far.
Definitely all Elizabeth forward. Shots are 9-3 in favor of the Warriors. All things considered, though, Trinity is able to keep Elizabeth forward to the perimeter. They're not letting them get inside of the slot. So it's been nice to see. It's something, you know, a lot of these shooters, you get your snipers coming inside. That goal came from the point, and the other goal was on a breakaway. So.
Right, we talked earlier about how they were collapsing and protecting the house, and you are correct. Everything's been from the perimeter for EF. Good forecheck.
Good forecheck. Nice hit there by Spear. Shot on, save made, rebound, another save. Another save by Burgos, but Spear came in with laid out a Warrior and then ended up coming across to the net and on a backhand. Had a couple shots at it, but wasn't able to put it home.
Best chance of the game for them.
Absolutely, and those are the type of things that might get you a little momentum. Watch a player give you a little extra effort. Maybe a little frustration early. Who knows at this point? 8:10 remaining, first period. Face-off coming up to the right of Burgos. No battle off the face-off. Nice effort there, cleared around. The Warriors will collect it along near boards, and yep, it'll come out of the zone. And the Warriors will bring it in, coming around, looking for the pass in front, nobody home. Once again, still stuck out to the perimeter are the Warriors. Puck is thrown up the top, and they finally make the slot.
Whistle. He closed his hand.
He closed his hand on the puck. Did they call that, or did they call a... They just called offside. Looked like he closed his hand on the puck, but they called offside there.
Yeah, I would have said it was closing his hand. I thought he was onside.
You called it up here through the fog, so puck is cleared off to the point, kept in by Neal, dumped into the wall. The Hillers will take it at their own blue line, dump it up. Blommel couldn't hold on to it, so here comes Neal and the Warriors once again. The Hillers will just let it go out of the zone and cleared back in. Here comes Napoli. Cross, breaks the defense, shot on, scores. Napoli just comes in, splits the defense, goes 5-hole on Lalone, and it is 3-0 Warriors here.
He literally walked through 3 blue jerseys. Somebody had to step to him.
7:05 remaining in the first period. 3-0 Elizabeth forward. 2 goals on the break and 1 off of a face-off. And that's won by Elizabeth forward on the opening face-off after that goal. Here comes Trinity the other way. 2-on-1 develops if necessary. Tried to throw it across. The second man came back from Elizabeth forward, broke it up. The Hillers will just dump it in. Offsides is delayed and waved off. The Warriors will come out of the zone. Kristen will get it in on net. Tip in front, goes wide. Up around, bounces off the wall and cleared down the ice. They'll chase it. Podlak. Take it behind the net. He'll have 2 blue jerseys on him. He just gets it around up the half wall and out of the zone. Ryan will dump it in. They'll go into the frosted glass and come back, and the puck will be at the blue line. Podlak was able to hold on to it. Passed around. John Beitler just gets cleared out of the zone to Glunt. The captain will wait for it. Dumps it up to Karputska. He gets it back to Glunt at the line and dumps it in. Cleared down, bounces around. Medved over for Podlak. Takes it back behind his own. Well, he'll go in front of his own net. I thought he was going to go behind. He fooled me there.
Give his coach a heart attack.
Comes back out. Podlak will bring it across and dumps it to a Hiller. And here comes Trinity the other way. Blommel tries to get it across. Shot on, just wide. Nice shot there by Cole Johnson, the freshman. In come the Warriors. Fight along the wall. Kept out and cleared down. Glunt lets it go. Hefner tries to collect it. It's going to go the other way. Kropotska will pass it across. Shot on. Save. Made. Rebound. Save. Held onto by Lalone. And face-off will come up to the right of the sophomore netminder. Naylor will drop the puck. And it'll go up to the point. Kept in by the Warriors. Shot on. Tipped in and goal. Let's see who got the goal on that one, but it's 4-0 Warriors. 4-11. Almost identical of that that second goal that they had.
83 or 93?
That'll be 83.
Joey Walk, or Watch.
Joey
Sorry.
Walk.
Walk.
Joey Walk with the goal.
Really
On the
good
tip in
deflection.
front. Face-off will come up at center. To the point, Napoli bounces it out. Couldn't get it through. They'll come into the zone. Dumped in. Beitler behind the net. Picked up by Walk. Ooh, big hit that I barely saw. Back in and out of the zone of the Warriors. Cleared up and in. Walk will take it in. Tries to get it around for a one-timer. There's nobody home. Spear will take it. Spare on the backhand. Gets it across to his defensive partner. Looked for the one-time pass. Was blocked and kept in by the Warriors. They'll battle in the near corner. And holding on to it will be Lalone. And we have a little bit of extracurriculars in the crease.
Just introducing themselves.
Yes, absolutely. It's a long season. They still have another game against each other at some point in this season. So,
Just getting to know each other.
yep.
Positionally, she's been good in net. She's
Yes.
been where she's supposed to be. 2 of those goals are just really good tips in front.
And the way, they're keeping them to the outside, but whenever Elizabeth Forward's able to come to the inside, they're really getting the shots on. So, and she's keeping her cool and her composure in those situations, which has been good to see. And, considering that the 2 goals she did give up at this point were on either odd man rushes, a breakaway, and the other 2 were off of set face-off with really good tips. So, hats off. She's holding her composure very well, considering. Out come the Warriors. They're an opportunity, but Trinity will take it the other way. Gets across the blue line. Blommel with the opportunity. Back across. It's been about 2 years since I've seen Trinity due to the... I saw them last year when they played Carrick, unfortunately. But the way Carrick plays, it's tough to see because, unfortunately, I say that nothing against Trinity. It's just that Carrick was a powerhouse last year, and they showed it in that game. But one of the players that has shown a lot to me in that time was Corey Blommel. And I saw him a lot as a sophomore. As a junior, he played very well, and I was excited to see him as a senior this year. So, shot on by Spare, and another backhand opportunity is there. But he seems like he's a good all-around player and somebody that, they're going to have to lean on this season. Spare will take it, waits for them to slot. Nice job to hold back there and wait for the shot. Cleared out. But it was a save by Burgos.
He has been the one Hiller that has stood out and the puck has found.
Yes.
Here he goes again.
He's a big body on the ice. That's the other thing about him. He likes to play the body. He's a physical player, as we noticed on his first big opportunity. He gets out there.
Good save.
Nice save again by Lalone. And he has an IQ for where the puck's going to be. Another save by Lalone on a shot by Large.
She's got 18 already.
1:13 remaining in the first period. She's only a sophomore, too, so it's only way to go is up here. A lot of potential. As a goalie, I appreciate that, and I can see a couple of that. So,
As you know, both of my boys were goalies.
Trinity will win the faceoff going forward, and they'll take it out of the zone. And he's rubbed out by Large. That was Orr. Elizabeth Ford will carry it out of the zone.
There's Napoli again.
Napoli will come in. Around, pass through. Nobody home. And cleared down the ice with 45 seconds remaining in the first period. And penalty here. Nope. Yes.
Yeah, 55.
Interference. It'll be interference on Roman Gardner. And Trinity will go to the power play with 38.6 seconds remaining in the first period.
Just a little too late on that hit.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. We are limited by technology here. It might be a little bit laggy at some points, but we'll try to get you through it here. And he'll dump it down behind the net. And it'll go out of the zone. And here comes Elizabeth forward. Shot on. Ooh, hit the crossbar and out. That was Karputska again. Out for Glunt. Glunt will carry it in zone on the penalty kill. 9 seconds remaining in the first. It'll go around. Karputska will battle. Hiller will take it with end of the first period with your score. Elizabeth forward leading the Trinity Hillers 4-0. We'll be back momentarily with the second period. All right. So we're here now. 4-0. Elizabeth forward is leading Trinity here. Clay Shaw, what did you see in that first period?
What I liked from Elizabeth forward was they were good at the blue lines, the danger zones. Coming out of their zone, they didn't give up the puck. There was only one time, actually, they gave up the puck, and that was Spar had that really good scoring chance. But other than that, they were good at their blue line, and then they were good at the offensive blue line. They didn't turn it over at either blue line. And that's always a positive as a coach.
Absolutely. The save was made out front by Burgos. Trinity getting a little bit of trying to wean away on that power play. 1:12 remaining on that. It's back to the point. Beitler will take it. Shot on. Ooh, off the outside of the crossbar on the tip. The Warriors will take it, dump it up. Beitler tries to keep it in. Offside is delayed right now. They get back on, and it'll be cleared down the ice at center. The Hillers will dump it up, and all the way down. It'll be chased. Beitler. I remember watching his sister play a couple years ago for Trinity. Tenacious defender, Emily.
And
So it
the
continues,
puck's
so-
out of play.
Face-off will be to the right of Burgos. Blommel will step in with, I believe, Glunt. Nope. It'll be Hoffman.
Spar, Trinity, another good scoring chance. Good save.
They're starting to build on those opportunities that they're getting and getting a little momentum as they move along. So it's good to see with 16 minutes remaining. They got 22 seconds remaining in this power play. Let's see if they can put one away here in the last couple of minutes. They'll line up again. Changing lines are the Hillers. They'll just change the front three. Porter will step in. And it's cleared out and all the way down. 15 seconds remaining on the power play. They'll have to bring it out of their own zone. But it'll be turned over to the Warriors and dumped down the ice. And it'll be an icing on the power play by the Hillers.
That'll drive a coach nuts. Icing on a power play.
We have our own resident coach here. He's going to give us his top 10 things that'll drive a coach nuts in the second intermission. I don't know about that, and I don't think 6 of them you could say on the air. So we'll go back out and dump down the ice. Kept nicely by Elizabeth forward. They'll just work it back to their own half wall into their own zone where they'll dump it in. Cleared down the ice. Gardner clears it out for Kristen. Kristen battles off. Gardner back out. Bounces it up. Napoli puts it up for Kristen. Back to the center. Oh, Large had an opportunity. Couldn't finish it. Once again, another chance for him, and it just goes through the crease and out. And we have the net off. Net is off its moorings. 15:02 remaining. We'll have a face-off outside the zone.
Oh, they are discussing it.
Or saying,
yeah, Todd Naylor. Stripes is saying that it was off because of Trinity, so they'll bring it back into the zone.
Face-off will be to the right of Lalone. 15:02 remaining in the period. Face-off won by Elizabeth forward. Try to bounce it back. Picked up by Trinity, trying to get it across the slot. Beitler will take it. For Spar. Just dumps it down the ice. The Warriors collect it. Bounce it out. It'll be Hoffman. Looking for the play. Just bounces out and cleared out of the zone. The Warriors will have to chase back to their own blue line and into their own zone. Look who was right back in that lane. It was Spar.
Again, we said it earlier. Elizabeth Ford just really good at the regroups, east-west, and then taking it north quickly.
Glenn will step in with Spar. Ooh, he gets a stick high on Glunt. No call on the play. Right off the face-off.
He got away with that one.
Yes, he did. Karpowska gets into the zone. Couldn't get around Beitler and to come the other way. Glunt will bring it in.
Oh.
Scores. Chase Glunt is able to beat Lalone High, and it is 5-0 Elizabeth forward.
That's the first time she cheated. If you saw, she leaned to the left. She was looking for the pass, and she leaned and cheated and got caught on the near side.
And that happens because you don't know on those rushes if somebody's coming down the opposite side. You want to get that quick look and maybe the possibility of trying to be a little quick step ahead of it. And unfortunately, that's what happens whenever you try that. Sometimes it doesn't work out for you, and in that case, that's what it ended up. Cleared back in. 5-0 is your score. 13:30 remaining in the period. They'll battle out. They cleared over. Hefner dumps it in. It just goes off of the defense and bounces out for Glunt. Glunt will carry it out of the zone. Napoli battles with Hefner on the boards. So it's Glunt in there. Glunt has the puck behind the net. Waits for it. Shot in front. Big save on a nice opportunity by Weber.
And those are always tough for the goalie coming right, the quick pass from behind the net out into the slot. She had to move quick.
Blaze Bits couldn't hold on to it, so it gets cleared down the ice. The Warriors will take it and dump it down. For Weber, it goes past him. Clear into the zone, up and along. Nice attempt to try to keep in, but Spar is battling. Elizabeth Forward is offside.
They were, but the refs aren't calling it.
I heard the yellow offside. I thought that was coming from the ice. I guess not.
It was coming from the EF players.
Back on. Save made on the shot.
That was Porter with the shot.
Nice shot by Porter. Got it high and on net. They'll regroup, and a face-off will be to the left of Burgos. 12:05 remaining in the second period. Face-off coming up. Back to the point. Beitler's shot.
Ooh, good
Right.
save. Tipped in front.
Tipped in front, right into the bread basket. Another face-off coming up to the left.
You being a former goalie, you know these kind of games are tough for a goalie. He's only got, what, 11 shots in 2 periods? The play's
Yeah.
been dominated by Elizabeth Forward.
It's those long stretches because you get into a zone when you're early in the game, you get a couple shots, you get out of warm-ups, you get the feel of the puck, and then after a while, you're sitting there by yourself and you start thinking about things, and then it takes a little bit to keep your mind in the game. What I've done in the past is I've just paid attention to the play and how I'd play it from the opposite end, especially if my team gets that opportunity to do it. I do it a lot more in deck now than I did whenever I was, when I had the opportunity. But, you play the play as if it's on your side and keeps your mind in it. So when it comes back the other way, you're
not
ready
asleep.
for it. Yeah, you're not asleep.
Good save there again.
And in.
EF kind of gone to sleep in their own zone.
Yeah. Something to say about staying on the gas pedal whenever you're going in. Nice little break up by Beitler to separate the Warrior from the puck. Oh, and another opportunity. Here
Porter.
we go. 3-on-1 if they hurry. Trinity shot on net. Save made. Opportunity on the backhand on the rebound. Nobody home. Broken up by the defender and cleared out. One of the best opportunities that Trinity has had all game. 3-on-1. The defender was set up nicely to be able to take that shot, so it worked out nice. They'll battle into the center, back in a neutral zone. Out come the Hillers. Podolak will take it and pass it across. They get dumped down for Medved. Carries it around, bounces it up off the boards in front of the Trinity bench, and Hoffman will carry it in front of his own bench and in. Hoffman waits. Has Sabatini in the slot. Decides to go to the half wall. It gets lost, and here comes Trinity again. Another opportunity for the Hillers. Break up in front. Nicely by Neal. And it'll go down the ice, where they'll battle in the near corner.
Stick on stick, stick on puck.
Neal falls down, and here come the Hillers again. They're getting the opportunities. Blommel backhand shot.
Ooh, good save, glove.
Goes over the net and behind. And here come the Warriors the other way. They got an opportunity for 3-on-2 if they hurry. They slow it down, just get it into the zone, and it'll be blocked and carried out by the Hillers. They're going to 4-on-2 if they hurry. Going to be a 4-on-3.
Offside.
Offside. Blommel just lifted his leg up and was unable to make sure that he was onside on that play with 9:15 remaining.
Burgos has had to make 3 or 4 good saves here in the last 3-4 minutes. Again, Elizabeth Forward falling asleep in their own zone.
It has been a tale of 2 periods here. You have to wonder if Trinity can capitalize on one of these opportunities they're getting. Face-off won by the Hillers and dumped in. And the Warriors will carry it out of the zone. Large. Can't hold on to it as we dumped back in. And Napoli will just dump it down the ice. for Gardner. It just goes past, and what do we got on the ice?
It was out of play.
Out of play.
The backhand, it rolled on him and went off into the netting.
Right. I looked down at my scoreboard, my roster sheet for a second, and I heard a whistle. 8:51 remaining, 5-0 Elizabeth forward here over Trinity. This is Berg Hockey Live, Berg Hockey Night. I'm Brian Mitchell, joined by Clay Shell on color tonight. We've got Elizabeth forward and Trinity now. Following this one, Ringgold and Wilmington. So join us here at Hockeyville. A doubleheader of D2 action. With the exception of November, we'll be here every Thursday for at least one, if not two, matchups. Next week, I will be making the trip up north to S&T Bank Arena as Indiana opens their season after winning the Single A championship last year. And they'll make their Double A debut against Hempfield. I'll be there. And another goal by Elizabeth forward. That is another one for Karputska. I apologize. And it'll be 6-0 Elizabeth forward.
Just powered to the net.
Inside, outside, backhand.
Blue jersey has to step to that and keep him from getting to her like that.
That's the one thing Trinity's not doing, is they're not getting physical
No.
on the forwards. I mean,
Spar's
the forwards,
been the only
Spar's
one.
been the only one. He's been physical enough for the entire team, but he's doing it in the offensive zone. Face-off won by Trinity. They'll battle along. Ryan couldn't stay on her skates. Coming into the zone, so they'll come in. Big save, score. Knuckler on net.
Made the save and it rolled up and over her glove.
And we're moving into the territory on the clock now. 7:54 remaining in the second period. 7-0 Elizabeth forward.
Telling the coaches now it's going to be a running clock.
Yep. Once this whistle goes, we have a running clock on the ice. I do believe we won't have an ice cut either. I think they'll have to ask for the ice cut. Face-off won by Elizabeth forward now. Trinity will take it, however, back into the zone. Here comes Cole Johnson, the freshman. Battle off in the corner. Get a little help along the boards. He's muscled off by Walk. Goes out to the point, kept in by the Hillers. Blommel has a white jersey all over him, shoots it. Just goes off the top of his stick and out of play. 7:19 remaining on the running clock here in the second period.
Trinity got that chance because that was one of the few times that Elizabeth forward just turned the puck over at their own defensive blue line and just kind of lobbed it out to the defenseman. Trinity gets that scoring opportunity.
Face off to the right. Burgos. They'll battle down. Hefner will take it at the point. Kept it in. Shot looking for the tip. Almost had it, but a nice defensive effort to keep it out by Elizabeth forward. We'll just get the puck, take it across the blue, take it across the red, and dump it just wide of the net. In the corner come the Hillers. They'll take it out of the zone. Here comes
1-on-4.
1-on-4. Or the senior. And out are the Warriors. Podlack gets around the defender. Hoffman will leave it back for him. Back to Hoffman in the corner. Go up to the point. Shot on. Cleared down. 5:52 remaining in the second period.
Netting again.
Hit the netting and we'll have a face-off. to the right. Now, unless you're around the benches, there is netting around this entire rink. That's what's crazy about Rush Traver Ice Garden is the protection that they give the fans out here. There's netting all the way to the roof. There's another rink that I'm trying to think of that does this. It's on the top of my head. I can't remember which one also does that. Oh, Kirk Nevin Arena will do that out in Greensburg. Nevin Arena has it on the outside of the rink. But they're only on one side. This, of course, has a seating bowl here.
Yeah, like you said, this old barn, it's an arena. It's not a rink. It's an arena.
Home to the California University of Pennsylvania Vulcans.
Oh, good save.
No word on what's going to happen with those programs with the announcement of the merger of the schools. The club levels are going to stay independent or not. Blommel from the opportunity. I'll have to do the research into that and see what the club teams are going to do in that case. Of course, this arena littered with championships from the California University Vulcans teams. The banners are everywhere. Out come the Hillers. Blommel, nice opportunity on the backhand, puts it up high and off the mask of Burgos to the point. And we have a penalty coming up. It's going to be on Trinity. Bits will go off.
Oh, that's going to just
cross-check.
You have a little pressure going. You're sustaining in the offensive zone, and you take an offensive penalty.
4:24 remaining in the second period. That's the only reason that they'll stop the clock here. Face-off coming up to the right of Lalone. Over from Napoli.
Good save.
Good save.
That previous save she made, the high shot from the point that hit her blocker, that was a great save.
Out to the point. Napoli. Back down on the inside, looking for the slot. Nobody home. They'll battle. Glunt. Back for Podlak. Podlak. Glunt in front on the backhand. Save by Lalone.
Two good saves. All alone in front. She showed him the 5-hole, and then she shut it down.
3 games going on right now. First game of this one, of course, Elizabeth Forward and Trinity, 7-0, the Warriors lead. Peters Township leading Central Catholic 1-0, and Blackhawk up 2-0 over Chartiers Valley. That one at Brady's Run, the Peters Township game, also available on berghockey.com. You go back another page, you'll be able to hear Matt Popchak on the call of that one.
That score surprises me.
Which one?
Chartiers Valley losing 2-0.
Puck is cleared down the ice, and Elizabeth Forward. I'll look into that one a little closer here momentarily. We have a running clock. We'll pop that game open. Goals by Austin Simons and Owen Keister in the first period. And the Cougars are leading the Colts in that one. Save.
Going to even it up, give EF a penalty there for what happened in front.
Power play coming up possibly for Trinity with 2:29 remaining in the period. They got 6 seconds remaining on the first penalty, so they'll have a $1.54 to work with. Pat, the faceoff should come back down.
You are correct. Slashing, the whistle had blown, and he took an extra whack at her.
Face-off coming up to the left of Burgos. Blommel steps in with Glunt. Glunt will win it. Takes it back into the corner. 2:23 remaining in the period. A running clock here. The power play. And here comes Medved into the zone. Medved waits for it on a backhand. Save made and held on to by Lalone. Another hit as the whistle blew by Trinity. But the faceoff will be in the zone with a $1:25 remaining in the power play. Running clock. So the longer they line up.
And Trinity's the one taking their time lining up. You're killing your own power play.
Wow.
Oh.
And it's the long change.
Look at the coach. He just rubbed his head like.
And he gets thrown out of the faceoff dot.
Literally
They
just
burn.
killed 30 seconds of their own power play.
Soft down. The Warriors will take it. Dump it around. Walk. Or Sabatini. Sabatini couldn't hold on to it. So Trinity will take it out of the zone, but can't hold on to the puck. 1:08 remaining. 38 left on the power play. Sabatini will carry it into the zone. Shot on. Scores. Just grazed the top of the glove and a shorthanded goal by Sabatini.
Now that one she'll want back. A long shot like that, she should have that one.
8-0 Elizabeth forward here. 59 seconds remaining. Face-off coming up at center.
Shots are 32-13. So she's probably getting tired too.
Bitts will pass it back for Hefner. Around for Wright. Wright throws it across for Hefner. In, shot on, say just wide of the net. Cleared down and cleared out by Kristen and down the ice. 36 seconds remaining in the period. Wright will go behind the net. Waits for it. Think about it, pass it up. Cleared out to Kristen, brings it in large. Opportunity here, and Trinity will tap it out of the zone. 21 to go in the period.
Here goes Napoli.
Napoli will take it into the zone, and offside. That should pretty much do it for the period. Here's the question, are we 2-1, end of the period. They will go for the cut here, and we will be back momentarily here. It is 8-0 in favor of the Elizabeth Forward Warriors. We will be back. All right, we're back here at Hockeyville, Ross Draver Ice Garden. Clay Shell, 8-0 Elizabeth forward. What are you seeing so far from both sides?
Well, as we talked about earlier, Elizabeth Forward has been very good at their blue lines. Defensive blue line, they're not playing around. They're getting the puck. They're going east-west and then going north fast. They're getting to the offensive blue line, and they're not turning it over. They're either getting it deep or they're carrying it wide with speed. They just haven't made a lot of mistakes. They kind of fell asleep there for 2 or 3 minutes in the second period, and you saw Trinity get some chances and some good shots, and Burgos made some good saves, and they kind of woke up and went back to their game. From Trinity, there's only 3 or 4 players that I think that are really being seen that that are playing. The goaltender, she's been good. She's got 32 shots after 2 periods, and you can tell she's starting to get worn down. But positionally, she's been pretty good. But there's just not the same compete level.
No, absolutely, and it's just been a tale of 2 different teams here. The one thing that I'm noticing are the opportunities and how you're reacting to the opportunities. Elizabeth Forward, every time they seem like they can get a chance on an offensive opportunity on an odd man break or a breakaway, they're taking it. They're getting the opportunity to get it on net and get a good shot on net. Whereas when I see Trinity come in, they're kind of just throwing it on net haphazardly. Like there was a 3-on-1 that came across the line, and instead of getting the opportunity, spreading it out a little bit, they ended up just picking the shot from the top of the circle and for an easy save.
Correct. And then there was no. The shot he did take, there was no pass off pads. There was no good rebound. It was an easy shot, and the goalie Burgos played it well and deflected it into the corner. There was nothing there for them. The kid that took the shot didn't even look at the 2 guys he had coming in support, and it was an easy save for Burgos.
And I'll reiterate with you and agree with you both on the accounts about Lalone playing very well, playing well positionally. Like we said, the play came inside because Trinity's doing a real good job of keeping Elizabeth Forward to the outside, and everything they're scoring on is either on an opportunity or coming from, off of a face-off. So you think about it, she's playing well positionally whenever you come in. When you get those shots from in maybe 2, 3, 4 feet outside the crease, she's there ready to play it. They're really not beating her to the on those shots on the first, second, third shots.
No, she's made a lot of good first saves, and then there's been a number of times where she's made a second and third save, really good saves. I think there's 2 that she would like to have back. The one that kind of rolled over her glove, and then the one where she got caught leaning. She thought it was going to be a pass, and she leaned. I think those are the only 2 out of the 8 goals that I think she or you as a goaltender would say, hey, those are on me. I'd like that one back. But 32 shots in 2 periods, you're going to get worn down.
And I think this is her first season playing varsity as a sophomore. I mean, come on,
She's
think
young.
about that. She's young. So you got to build on that. It's a good thing. It's good to see that positionally she's there and she's keeping her composure in a game which is basically now lopsided and out of control. We're going to have a running clock when we come back. But it's good to see that there's things to build on for that.
Oh, the future,
and
absolutely.
The future is great, and especially these younger players that you're seeing. Like I'm noticing the players like Brendan Orr, who's a senior now, but there's a couple other. Cole Johnson's stuck out of my head, number 17 for Trinity. He's a freshman this year. The younger players, Liam Porter's popped up. He's a junior. The younger players are starting to show a little bit more, and those are the type of players you want to see develop as you go along. I mean, the seniors are going to be here, and they're going to be the core of your group this season. But moving forward, I say all the time, this is cyclical. This is a whole 4-year program. Sometimes you get 4 years. Sometimes you only get 2. Maybe you get 1 in some programs. But
like Peters.
If you go, we will be back with the 3rd period here from Ross Traver Ice Garden. I'm Brian Mitchell. That's Clay Shell. We'll be back. We are back here at Ross Draver Ice Garden. They're getting ready to come out for the third period, and just going to walk down what happened so far. In the first period, 29 seconds in, Matthew Karputska scores for the first goal on an even strength goal from Podlock. Ben Ruske scored the second goal at 5:57 from Joey Walk and Raiden Nedved. Doug Hoffman with Luke Napoli with the third goal. And at 9:55, Clay Shaw pointed at something. I got a little confused. He threw me off in my right head here. Joey Walk at 12:49 scored the fourth goal for Elizabeth Forward. Then it was all in the second period as Chase Glunt, Matthew Karputska gets his second, Joey Walk gets his second, then Owen Sabatini with a shorthanded goal gets his first of the day. It's just been an offensive outburst by the Warriors here today.
Yes, and there hasn't been, but what, 3 penalties? It's been
3 penalties on the nose, 2 by Elizabeth Forward and 1 by Trinity.
So what I was pointing at that threw the doctor off there was the PIHL rep, the game rep in the box over there has got the squeegee and he's doing the windows like he's, cleaning the car. So I just found that amusing and threw the doctor off there.
He threw me. I'm like, he's pointing at something, and I'm like, did I miss something? Did somebody say something that I didn't know? No, he's amazed by somebody squeegeeing a window.
It's not something you see at a hockey game.
This is where we're at. This is what my life has become. Squeegees. No, we're having a good time. We love it. We love doing what we're doing. We wouldn't do it if we didn't love what we're doing. So we appreciate you guys all watching the contest and joining us here at Ross Draver Ice Garden. If you're watching it later, thank you for rewatching it. And once again, we apologize for any lagness or anything. We're working with the technology we're given. It's hard to do whenever things are, I hate to use the term, but the volunteer basis that we all go on here to try to bring this, the action to you is something other than something amazing that all these guys are coming out to do things like this, and we want to get high school hockey back on an even playing field, and we're doing the best we can with what we got. And speaking of the best we can with what we've got, if you were paying attention on Tuesday night, you heard something that I didn't think was possible, and that was the voice of Peters hockey, the ghost of Peters hockey, Matt Geika, calling a game from Michigan. Somehow, our 10-band productions coordinator was able to get a feed to Matt Geika live so that he was able to call the game from sitting in an extra spare room in Michigan. But that's dedication. That is awesome. They've been concerned because the new voice of Peters hockey is Matt Popchak this season. He's doing all the games. He can't do Tuesday nights, which is the home games for Peters hockey. So Matt Geika phones it in. He phones it in, literally. And it was amazing to see, so I'm excited to see. But we are back here for the third period. Elizabeth Forward leading 8-0. They'll win the faceoff. Cleared in. We will have a running clock here. Chase Glunt will bring it in. Shot on just through the net. Do we have a goalie? No, we do not have a goalie change. They only brought the one. No, they brought 2 netminders.
Yeah, there's one on the bench.
She's still on the ice. It was not a goalie change. Kristen Lalone is still in net.
Young goalie can learn a lot from this situation.
Yes. And you also don't want to bring another goaltender out into this situation either. She knows what's going on, and it's a pride thing. If you get thrown in cold in an 8-0 game, it's something to be said about that. It's something in the psyche.
Right, and there are, as you know, there would be a situation if you wanted to pull her. Mm-hmm. But she's battling. Mm-hmm. Can't really fault her for the score.
Which is, I think, what the coaching staff sees and why she's still
Leave her in
the
there.
Yeah.
Let her learn. She's young, as we've said.
This off comes in. Lizelle Blum will take it on the half wall, back to the point. Hefner throws it on net and goes to the defender, who just carries it out of the zone. Elizabeth Forward will carry it out. Looks like the little bit of that haze fog is lifting here at the Ice Garden, so it'll be a little clearer on the ice.
Might be the squeegee.
The squeegee's doing it. We're back in, down.
Ringgold coaches are down there watching EF.
Rick Kalinowski.
Oh, she never saw it. Totally screened by her own player.
And Elizabeth Forward will get that number 9 marker on the day. Rick Kalinowski taking a step up on the perch. He'll be up next. His Ringgold Rams will host the Wilmington Greyhounds in the second half of our doubleheader here today. 15:25 remaining, third period. Naylor will drop. Hefner loses the puck back, and here comes Hoffman.
Ringgold had a number of good players graduate. I'll be interested to see what they look like.
If I remember correctly, the score of their game up in Central Valley was either 10-2 or 11-2.
Oh, my.
So a lot of their players are still, they've still have a couple good players, including the sophomore this year, Keith Cadwallader. He was a dynamo in his freshman year last year. So that's a kid to watch in this next contest. But they did graduate a lot of top-end talent. Kalinowski's kid graduated.
Suarez. A couple really good hockey players.
I think Saylor. Did Saylor graduate? So that was the year to do what they did and win the championship. So. Uphold. Carry it out of the zone, and
nice give and go.
In and around the defender. Looks for the trip bank pass, nobody home.
Good blocker save.
They'll battle along the half wall. Out to the point. Neal will shoot it and blocked by the Hillers, and it'll go out of the zone, where they'll carry it back into their own third of the ice. The Warriors will carry it out. Nice play by Kristen. They'll bring it in behind the net. Get up to the point. Shot on, just wide. Cleared in front by Gardner. Up to the point. Medved. Save made by Lalone. 36 shots on net for Elizabeth Forward so far.
She's going to sleep well tonight.
Yes.
Watching Elizabeth Forward play, though, you can see that they spend a lot of time at practice working on their regroups. They just, it's instilled in them. As soon as the puck comes out of the offensive zone into the neutral zone, they are going D to D and then north.
Podlock shot, tipped over the net. The Warriors will lose that. After the forward falls down, coming out of the zone, Blommel will get the puck coming across, but a nice take by the Warriors D. That was Podlock. Another keep in by him. He's getting the stick work in today. Backhand shot by Large, and it goes in. What do they call? I'm waiting to see what the call is on the ice.
Again, she made the first save, and then it just rolled up on her.
They are going to call that a goal. 12:23 remaining in the first period. I wasn't sure if they were going to call that an early whistle or not. That was the only thing that was keeping me from calling it. Face off at center. Trinity carrying it. Glunt just dumps it down. Back down into the near corner. Through the frosted glass, they'll go back up the ice. Blommel gets tripped up on the way out. He's able to get back on his feet, and it goes down the ice into the corner. There'll be a battle up, and the Warriors will take it out of the zone.
Napoli again.
Napoli will take it across. Shot on, score.
Coast to coast. Nobody stepped to him.
Running clock with 11:39 remaining. That was there. Well, let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Another goal by Elizabeth forward while we were reloading. So far, Peters Township leading Central Catholic 1-0. Blackhawk 3-1 over Chartiers Valley at Brady's Run. Upper St. Clair leading Baldwin 1-0 at the track side of the Ice Castle. That's a great rivalry we finally have back this season.
Very exciting about that.
You get all of those South Hills teams finally back together to play each other after a couple seasons of being broken up. Mount Lebanon going to AAA, Upper St. Clair going to AAA, and now finally Baldwin going up to AAA.
Like the old days of the SHIHL.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be exciting up in AAA to have all them back together. And from Kirk Nevin Arena, Greater Latrobe and Hempfield tied at 1 right now. Let's look in closer at that Blackhawk Char Valley game once again. I want to see who's got the markers in that one. As that's loading up. Pudlack will take the puck. Shot on just wide of the net. Austin Simons, Owen Keister scored early. Tommy Phillips for Char Valley was able to get back to 1. But Blackhawk by the end of the first was a goal by Zach Roniker to get the 3-1 lead. That is a proud program there at Blackhawk. So it's good to see them have a tough couple seasons, but able to bounce back and get a really good game in against a good Char Valley team that, frankly, was in championship last year.
Very well coached.
Yes.
Paul Benetti.
Mm-hmm.
And this year he's got Mike Kennedy helping him on the bench. Mike was one of my assistants.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Mike, Bill, JF, and Frank.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's good to have you up in the booth here this year, but we look forward to hoping you get another opportunity behind the bench. I know it's been fun to watch you over the last couple seasons. So, my favorite was the one picture, I believe, from a St. Margaret tournament a couple years ago. It was you were coming out for either you were out for warm-ups or something, and I caught a snap of you either taking a quick phone call to the league or something. It was hilarious. I was like, oh, man.
My favorite interview with you was when we won the Penguins Cup, and I almost dropped the F-bomb live.
Well, you can't do that here, sir.
No, but it was just so exciting.
We are getting more fog as we move along in this rink. It is getting harder to see. 8:03 remaining, 12-0 Elizabeth forward here. Yeah, but you know what? You win the championship. As we learned from Ovechkin and Kucherov, that's dropped. All of a sudden, you have to like, can we record? I'm like, no, I got you. I got you.
No,
You're saying it. One of my the regulars on my podcast was Kirsten Welsh, the now official, and she would perennially do it. Sorry about that. We lost the feed there for a second. But we were talking about things you probably shouldn't be talking about during a high school hockey game, but we're having a good time here. So 12-0 is your score, 6:48 remaining in the third period. Once again, we're having intermittent streaming issues. I'll hopefully get them fixed by the next game.
Lalone now has 43 shots on her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still in it. She hasn't given up.
The haze is getting thicker as this game continues on the ice. Shot on, cleared in. Captain Rott, opportunity for Gardner, just goes past him and cleared out of the zone. It'll be cleared down the ice. Neal will go behind.
Penalty coming.
It's a hold. I could see that through the frosted glass.
On EF. Neal.
And it'll be Neal going to the box for a hold.
Pleading his case. I always ask my players, though, have you ever, when you've argued with a referee, when you're pleading your case, have you ever had a referee turn and go, you know what, you're right. We're not going to call that.
Nope.
No.
We're going down to the left of Burgos. Right. Shot on, save. Burgos.
Good save.
Oh. And he punts the puck back to the referee.
Style points.
You get style points. You got to have that. Goaltenders are crazy. Face off. This is getting thicker and thicker as we move along. This fog that we have here. Spar. Score!
Nice
Corey Blommel on the tip in from Spar. And 12-1 is your score. 4:46 remaining. Good to see the effort being paid off by Trinity. Was it just a nice little play in front? Spar threw it on, tipped it right through the 5-hole. Blommel was able to get the tip in, and it's 12-1. And it was a shorthanded goal. Sorry, a power play goal. They just haven't cleared it off of the
board yet. I would say that defenseman, Mr. Neal, owes his goaltender Burgos a
milkshake.
Definitely owes him something for ruining his goose egg there, his shutout.
We go yoo-hoo on this level, sir. Coming around for the icing call. Yeah, we got to keep it PC. It's yoo-hoo on this level, sir.
And the goaltender will not let him forget it. It'll be the end of the season. He'll call back to it.
End of the season, they're going to be doing a reunion in 10 years. He'll call back to that goal. Remember that power play goal? We were up 12-0, and
you took a dumb penalty.
Yeah,
that you didn't have to take.
Yeah. Anyway, back to action. Elizabeth forward will chase it down into their own zone. 3:13 remaining in this one. Opportunity for Trinity to maybe get one or two more here.
And again, that opportunity comes, it's only the second or third time that EF has given up the puck at their own blue line.
Puck is carried into the zone and around. Backhand save made.
Good save.
Cleared down. Syme will get it across. I'll tell you what, the way that this fog is starting to build up, I'm starting to get concerned about the next game. But that'll be somebody else's call, not mine. I'm just saying the visibility is starting to drop a little bit here. The Warriors will bring it out of the zone. Walk. Battle around. Up. Podlak will take it in. On the backhand. Is that between his legs? No, just dumps into the center, and Neal will take it. Cleared down. 2:11 remaining in this one. We'll get Melandra. I think, yep, Melandra's out there with Hoffman. Podlak. Up to the point for Neal. Podlak shot, save made, save made. 2 straight saves.
The rebound save was
was
good.
Keeping her poised this late in the game. That's so far out of hand.
46 shots. 46-15.
Mm-hmm. Trinity will take it, bounce it up the boards, back out, and Blommel will carry it out of the zone. He got an opportunity, gets around a defender. Nice play there. Oh, just misses high and wide. Blommel with an opportunity there, and a beautiful move to go outside and just fired the shot wide in the net. 50 seconds remaining, running clock. Next game will start at 8:20 if they don't start it a little bit early. Large tries to split the D, couldn't do it. Back out. They'll battle along the boards. Blommel will take it. Waits for it, bounces around his skates and back in. Carry it in, he's gonna go for it again. Shot on, just wide the opposite side of the net. He'll come around for the wraparound. It's gonna sit in the corner. Defenders will take it. Back up, backed in. 15 to go here. With 5 seconds remaining. Elizabeth forward. That's good. It's none. That is the hockey game here. Final score from Ross Traver Ice Garden in the first game of our doubleheader. Elizabeth forward, 12. Trinity, 1. Well, Clay, first game on the color commentating. How do you feel?
I had fun.
You had a little bit of fun here today?
I did.
Tried to have a little bit of fun watching some hockey. Takeaways from that game, especially that third period.
Elizabeth Forward's pretty good. I like them. Trinity has some work to do, but as you've said and we've said a couple times, they've got some players for the future, and that young lady should hold her head high. 46 shots, and she never quit on them.
Lalone definitely had a great game in net, considering the score.
How many times do you say a goalie had a great game with 12-1 score? But
you don't consider, but you consider how she played. I mean,
you're right.
Everything considered. So
yeah.
that's what you like to see. I mean, you take the good from the bad, and you try to find something around it. And at that point,
she
didn't quit. She was out there giving effort every time. You could see it in her actions. You could see it in her abilities, and she did very well.
And at the other end, Burgos, I mean, only 15 shots, and he made the saves he had to. The one goal late power play, I thought he was good too. Just the type of game he had to play. And
I also want to note, Matt Popchalk brought it up the last time that when I covered with him. It's good to see we have the handshake lines back. It's good to see everybody who can come back to the game. So we thank everybody who came out to the games, everybody who's watched with us and enjoyed a little bit of hockey on a Thursday night. We got a second game coming up, but for this one, my name is Brian Mitchell. That's Clay Shell. We'll be back at Ross Traver Ice Garden. Your final score, Elizabeth Forward 12, Trinity 1.